Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again in this YouTube astrological segment. I'm going to be talking about having an Aquarius sun and Pisces moon in a natal chart. Now, I'm going to elaborate and expound on that. What I'm talking about is having that sun-moon combination in the natal chart, having an Aquarius sun and Pisces moon in your chart. First off, the basic character, which is the sun. And in this case, the sun being an Aquarius can be unorthodox, non-conforming, altruistic, selfless, considerate, ingenious, and unobtrusive. Now, on the unconscious side, which is the moon, in this case, the moon being in Pisces, the sun is the conscious side, the moon is the unconscious side. Again, the moon being in Pisces, the unconscious side can be more sacrificing, sensitive, compassionate, reclusive, altruistic, and passive. Now, this person, as far as how this energy may integrate, a person may bring out Aquarian altruism into something Pisces related, which can include boating, fishing, the metaphysical, which includes astrology, some other things, doing things for the less fortunate, spirituality, chemistry, and the paranormal. Aquarius, the sun in astrology is connected with our basic wants. And the Aquarius sun wants to attain goals and aspirations. And the Pisces person with the Pisces moon, needs to relax, attain dreams, fantasies, and ideals. The sun in astrology is associated with the true self. And the true self, in this case, the sun being an Aquarius, can be innovative, unorthodox, unconventional, and eccentric. Now, the moon in astrology is associated with the inner self, the inner personality. And the inner self, in this case, the moon being in Pisces, may actually feel inferior at times, but can be forgiving and idealistic. And the thing too is the sun in astrology is about our drive and motivation. And having the sun in Pisces, the person may be driven and motivated, which is the sun, to do things that benefit many. The sun being in Aquarius, the person may be driven and motivated, which is the sun, to do things that benefit many, which is Aquarius. And having a Pisces moon, the person may do so through spirituality, idealism, being more inspired, feeling inspired, you can say. Moon is about our feelings, be done with more emotion and imagination, which is Pisces. And also, too, there may be an intensified focus. The focus is the sun on the emotional needs, which is the moon, if this is making a conjunct aspect with each other. Now, if you have, let's say, for example, the Aquarius sun is at 29 degrees and the Pisces moon is at 2 degrees, that would form a conjunction aspect. And some astrologers and astrology enthusiasts out there don't believe in out of sign aspects. Well, I could illustrate through this example why I do believe they're valid. Well, in this case, the Aquarius sun at 29 degrees, Pisces moon at 2 degrees, you have a 3-degree disparity between these planets. Now, they may be in different signs, but I still believe, there is friction that exists between the planets due to the close proximity of each one to each other, and there's still a vibration felt. So I believe, they do exist. You just have, a blending. When in this example, you have a blending of the Aquarius energy and the Pisces moon, as opposed to it being in just one sign. The thing too is, I apply this to the other major aspects as well. The square, the opposition, the sextile, trine aspect, and the inconjunct, which I see as major aspect. Some astrologers don't see it as minor, others see it as major, but anyway. And the thing is, the sun in astrology is associated with our actions. And with the sun in Aquarius, the actions, which are the sun, can be very selfless, altruistic, and designed to help many, which is Aquarius. Now, the moon in astrology is connected with our reactions and responses. And having the moon in Pisces, the reactions, maybe to some degree similar to Aquarius because of the altruism. Reactions may be done to rescue others, to inspire them. They may be done with more idealism and with more feeling more compassionate. Now, the sun in astrology is associated with the biological father. So having an Aquarius sun, the person's biological father may actually be an Aquarius sun, moon, or ascendant person, or embody those characteristics. Pisces moon person. I mean, having the Pisces moon, the moon represents the mother in astrology. So with the Pisces moon, the person's mother may actually be a Pisces sun, moon, or ascendant, or embody those traits. And it's also about the perception of these people. So having an Aquarius sun, the person may perceive the biological father as somebody that's innovative, considerate, unobtrusive, altruistic, selfless, and really at the same time may perceive the biological father as somebody that's overly aloof, detached, rebellious, bizarre, um, completely non-conforming. Some examples. And the person with the Pisces moon, okay, the moon again is about the mother, so the person may perceive the mother as somebody that's idealistic, sensitive, compassionate, altruistic, inspiring, forgiving, but may also perceive the mother as somebody that might be overly ambivalent, indecisive, confused, nebulous. Person may be overly reclusive and overly timid and passive, as some examples. Now, the thing too is, the moon in astrology is connected with our emotions. So, person, even though these are adjacent signs can be vastly different from each other, because the Aquarius sun, the sun in astrology, is connected with our basic fundamental character. And, more, the basic character, the sun being an Aquarius, can be, really not overly emotional, can be aloof and detached, express selflessness, but is more, very freedom oriented, and not necessarily, not really wanting to be close, to people. Their love is more universal. The Pisces moon, though, having a Pisces moon, the person may be more sensitive than the typical Aquarius sun person, and Pisces moon is more compassionate, sympathetic, maybe more so on the, would be more so on the unconscious level, more sensitive to things, and the thing is, the emotions at times can be chaotic and sometimes all-encompassing. We're talking about Pisces, very sensitive sign, and being connected with the moon, the planet that governs emotions. So the thing is, this person may be, more sensitive than the typical Aquarius sun. And if the person has, say, a water ascendant on top of that, as an example, the person could be a lot more sensitive outwardly than the typical Aquarius sun person. And this combination, I say, can be very altruistic and selfless, and really doing much for others. The Aquarius sun, it can be involved in humanitarian endeavors, and having, a Pisces moon, the person, may be, somebody that's very, on a more unconscious level, very compassionate, and sacrificing much of their time for others. This could be a person that could be involved in humanitarian endeavors, global environmental matters, and do so in where there's a lot of sacrifice given in this, and putting maybe a lot of time into doing those things for others. A person that might be wanting to help humanity, in doing so with much compassion and empathy, in the process. Anyway, people, That'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying, stay well.